the, yeah, this one here, that's much better. That's a picture by Keith Haring. I think it doesn't matter. Yeah, Mr. Haring is not here anyway, thank God. So, no, I don't have to say anything. I mean, this picture has not even got a proper title. It's called Untitled, and I think that's appropriate. So, in the tidied up version, we have a sort of Keith Haring spare part shop. Yeah. This is Keith Haring looked at statistically. One can see here quite clearly, you can see here we have 25 pale green elements, of which one is in the form of a circle. Or here, for example, we have 27 pink squares, but only one pink curve. I mean, that's interesting. One could extend this sort of statistical analysis to cover all Mr. Haring's various works in order to establish in which period the artist favored pale green circles or pink squares. I mean, the artist himself could also benefit from this sort of listing procedure by using it to estimate how many pots of paint he's likely to need in the future. One can obviously also make combinations. For example, with the Keith Haring circles and Kandinsky's dots. You can add them to all the squares of Paul Klee. In the end, one has a list with which one then can arrange. Then you categorize it, then you file it, put that file in the filing cabinet, put it in your office, and you can make a living doing it. Yeah, from my own experience. So actually, I mean, here we have some artists that are a bit more structured. It's not too bad. This is Jasper Jones. We can see here he was practicing with his ruler. But I think it could still benefit from more discipline. And I think the whole thing adds up much better if you do it like this. Yeah. So, and here that's one of my favorites. Tidying up René Magritte, this is really fun. You know, I'm always being asked what inspired me to embark on all this. It goes back to a time when I was very often staying in hotels. So once I had the opportunity to stay in a ritzy 5-star hotel, and you know, there you had this. I had this little sign. I put this little sign outside door every morning that read, "Please tidy room." I don't know if I have them over here. So, actually, my room there hasn't been tidied once daily, but 3 times a day. So, after a while, I decided to have a little fun. And before leaving the room each day, I'd scatter a few things around the space, you know, like books, clothes, toothbrushes, etc. And it was great. By the time I returned, everything had always been neatly returned to its place. And then one morning, I hang the same little sign onto that picture by Vincent van Gogh. And you have to say, this room hadn't been tidied up since AD 88. So, and when I returned, it looked like this. Yeah, at least it's now possible to do some vacuuming. Okay, I mean, I can see there are always people that reacting that one or another picture hasn't been properly tidied up. So we can make a short test with you. This is a picture by René Magritte, and I'd like you all to inwardly, like in your head, that is, to tidy that up. So it's possible that some of you would make it like this. Yeah, I would actually prefer to do it more this way. Some people would make apple pie out of it. But it's a very good example to see that the whole work was more of a handicraft endeavor that involved the very time-consuming job of cutting out the various elements and sticking them back in new arrangements. And it's not done, as many people imagine, with the computer. Otherwise, it would look like this. Yeah. So, that's, oh no, here, sorry, this is already the tidied up version of this picture here. Yeah, you could have figured that out. So actually, now I've been able to go for pictures that I managed to tidy up pictures that I wanted to tidy up for a long time. Here, a very good example. Here, Jackson Pollock, for example. I know it's again. Yeah, that's a really hard one. So, but after a while, I just decided here to go all the way and just put the paint back into the cans. Yeah. Or you could go into three-dimensional art. Here we have the Fur Cup by Meret Oppenheim. Here I just brought it back to its original state. But yeah, and it's great. You can even go, you know, or we have this this pointillism movement. For those of you who are like into arts, pointillism movement is that kind of paintings where everything is broken down into dots and pixels, and this sort of thing is ideal for tidying up. So I once applied myself to the inventor of the work of the inventor of that method, Georges Seurat, and I collected together all his dots, and now they're all in here. Yeah, you can count them afterwards if you like. And here, yeah, you see that's a wonderful thing about the tidy up art idea. It's new, so there is no existing tradition on it. There is no textbooks, and I mean not yet anyway. I mean, it's the future we will create. So, but to round things up, I would like to show you just one more. This is the Village Square by Peter Bruegel. Yeah, and that's how it looks like when you send everyone home. But yeah, maybe you're asking yourselves where all Bruegel's people went. Of course, they're not gone. No, they're all here. Yeah, just pile them up. So yeah, actually, I'm kind of finished at that moment. For those who want to see more, I've got my book downstairs in the bookshop. So. And I'm happy to sign it for you with any name of any artist. And yeah, before leaving, I would like to show you. I'm working right now on another in a related field with my tidying up art method. I'm working in a related field, and I started to bring some order into some flags. And yeah, here, that's my new proposal here for the Union Jack. I think they would have to think about that. But and then maybe before I leave you, yeah, I think after you have seen that, I have to leave anyway. Yeah, that was a hard one. So I couldn't find a way to tidy that up properly, so I just decided to make it a little bit more simpler. And it looked like. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks, Ursus. Thank you.